Hey, Cookaholic Chef Kendra here, and today we're making egg foo young. So let's you and I do what we do and make it happen. My mom used to always order egg foo young when she ordered Chinese food. And when I was growing up, believe it or not, Chinese food, which is really American Chinese food, always used to come with crackers. I don't know what that was about. But it wasn't until later that I realized that Chinese food, they didn't eat crackers with Chinese food in China. But when you're a kid and it's coming from the Chinese restaurant with crackers, you think that's how they roll. Now I'm gonna chop this celery. It's been washed. This is a yellow onion, and I'm going to cut this too. Now I'm not using all of this onion for this recipe. When you go to my website to get the recipe, you'll have the proper amount. I'm just gonna set these aside. I have a little chicken here. You can use shrimp. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna cut it into pieces. Switch knives. Next, I'm gonna crack some eggs. These are large eggs. Any recipe calling for eggs in the United States usually require large eggs. So I'm gonna scramble the eggs with a fork. Of course, you can use a whisk, guys. Come on now. Now I'm gonna set this aside. Guys, just whip up a little gravy because egg foo young is always served with gravy. Get this pot over medium heat. I'm gonna melt some butter. And this is unsalted butter. Gonna have a sip of my raspberry lemonade. While I'm waiting for this butter to melt, I want to tell you guys that I know some of you have been watching me cook for years on YouTube. I get emails and sometimes people hit me up on Instagram, sometimes Twitter. Don't go to my Twitter if you are not political. Stay away. If you like me and you're not political, don't go to Twitter. But anyway, I know a lot of people have been watching me for years, and I want to tell you that I appreciate it. And I hope one or two recipes over the years has become staples in your life for you and your family. Don't think for a second I don't appreciate it. Okay, now that our butter is melted, we're going to add our flour. And we're going to cook the flour. We're going to stir the flour in here, and we're going to make sure that we don't have any lumps. But it's a very easy solution to lumps, guys. If you have lumps in your gravy, just use a blender to fix all that. No big deal. Okay, cooking and stirring. We don't have any lumps because, you know, we cook like a boss. So I'm gonna pour in this chicken broth. And we're gonna stir and cook this. Now I would switch over to a whisk, but this pot shouldn't have metal on it. And I don't have any more silicone whisks, so, but it's fine because as you can see, we don't have any lumps. Now what we're gonna do is stir and cook this till it start to get a little thick. Some pepper and a little soy sauce. And one other thing we want to do, we do want to bring it to a bubble to make sure that we've cooked the flour. And we literally cook gravy in about 4 minutes. See that? See it starting to bubble? That's it, it's ready. So now, I'm gonna pour it in this cup. Now we're gonna actually make the egg bouillon. I'm gonna get this pan over medium heat, just like so. I'm gonna pour in some vegetable oil and sesame seed oil. They're mixed together in here. Spread this oil around a little bit. Now I'm gonna add the onions, the scallions, the celery, the chicken, the salt, sprouts. And we're just gonna stir and cook these. Okay, the chicken is halfway done. So we're gonna sprinkle over the cornstarch, and we're gonna add the soy sauce. We're gonna stir and cook that. Smells just like egg bouillon. Now, when it looks just like this, basically the chicken is just cooked through. Just cooked through. I'm gonna remove this to a plate. Set that aside. Bring the eggs over, and we're gonna give these another whisk. I added the eggs, and I just started lightly scrambling the eggs. And I mixed it all in. Then I explained we're gonna cook this until the eggs are done. The eggs is done, but I like it brown on the bottom of my egg bouillon. So that's where we are. These into fourths. Make it easier for me to flip them. That's what I'm looking for right there on both sides. Now if you want these in perfectly round shapes, you can use a round for this. I don't have one, nor do I care.
Yo, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. It's free, why not?
Now I'm just gonna add some of this gravy to it. Garnish.
Yo, you can find this and other fine recipes at chefkendra.weebly.com. That's chefkendra.weebly.com. You know I got you. That's it for this time. I'll see you next time. Chef Kendra is out. Peace.